Hello, fellow simmers. Welcome back. And today we will be making one of the first original families, the newbies, in CAS. So we're going to start off with Bob Newbie. Today's video is just going to be about Bob because the videos was just too long to make both in one video. And after that, we're going to build their house. For Bob, I should probably do that. So how I usually like to make my Sims is completely remove all of the items and also hair so that we can go in we're gonna first give Bob a beard. And we match it to the hair. Or would that be more good? I feel like this is like a better color for it. Yep, perfect. That's a pretty good beard for Bob. Even though this is also pretty good. I actually like this beard a little bit more for Bob. I also have a reference photo up on the side just to make sure that I kind of capture Bob's essence from the first Sims. Like kind of like he has like these really angry brows that I do think makes him unique to distinguish from the other NPCs. Oh yeah, I think that would work well. And then we have to get them like some good eyebrows, like some good angry eyebrows. Oh yeah. Like, I mean, look at that. I think we have a winner. I think this would be the winner here. What color eyes does Bob have? Do you think he would have green eyes? I actually have no idea what color eyes Bob would have. I kind of guessed like that, kind of. And then we can adjust his nose a little bit. Can we go into detailed mode? Oh, yeah. Not everybody can rock a bald head, but I do think that Bob is doing a pretty good job in that. Maybe he needs different lips. Like, I do think that this, like the lip that he has there was not really fitting. This looks better. I would say that this is definitely looking way better, and I'm actually pretty surprised at how quickly this really turned out right now, because I really thought that we're gonna struggle to get a base character NPC for working on, but this was going pretty well. I also think that Bob is not really the workout type and a little bit of a couch potato. But I would keep him a little bit neutral more than too lean muscle mass. We do need to give Bob a little bit of a beer belly. Kind of feel like that is a little bit more how he looked in the first. I won't say that he was like really big. He was just couch potato build. Let's do some skin texturing. I do think that this works the best. Now we can go in with some skin details before we add some extra tattoos. So I'm adding some freckles. I also think that he should have freckles in his face, but not too crazy, nothing too crazy. This tattoo, I love Mom. That's basically reminding me of that. That's... Hundred 100% what Bob did when he was in his younger days, so we need to fade that tattoo out a little bit, because that tattoo has seen better days. But okay, then I already thought about like a little bit of lore for Bob, and I like the idea that he would maybe go bowling. I'm just looking for like a bowling shirt. Oh, here, under button up. Would make sense. Giving Bob and Betty their own like color palette. Basically taking Bob's clothes that he used in The Sims 1 is like kind of like a greenish tonish, brownish tone like pants, and we're gonna like keep that color scheme throughout like the design of the character.
Friendship still late. Huh? Claffy. Senex.
I'm doing this based off of how I remember Bob from The Sims 1, which I would say that Bob is maybe a bookworm or loves the outdoors, so I'm not sure. Let's see what other traits there is. Oh, I actually think that's a good idea, because if this freegan is based off of what I said, like reusing his clothes, I do think that having this trait is like perfect for Bob then, and for the idea that we had. I do not think that Bob would be a slob. I think that he would be a little bit more neat, but I do think that he would be lazy. Bob just does not like loud noises, but Bob is a plant lover. We need to give Bob that. Bob is not shady. Bob is nice, but we can't make more traits, so that's what we're going on. I would say Bob would be nature involved, and I do think that... I think that the best to describe Bob would be a freelance botanist. Bob could also be doing a different type of work. We can also set some preferences for Bob, just so that I notice that sometimes, like, if you make Sims and they don't have likes and dislikes, they don't really have like an attraction to significant other. And that way we ensure that however we're gonna make Betty, we can add to the likes and the dislikes of the sim. And I noticed that Bob has actually a clover leaf earring in his ear. I find that hilarious. That's really funny. But it fits his aesthetic. We could even give Bob like an earring of like a plants. Like that. Yeah, that's funny. So get back to the preferences. So I would definitely go into what's like the turn-ons. Ways of life, for example, like to cook, career-minded, maybe. But yeah, so then we know that she kind of falls into the category where he finds her attractive. But yeah, I would say for Bob, this is done. Now we can go over and make Betty. Alright, thank you so much for watching. You can directly hop onto the next video where we're doing Betty's remake in The Sims 4. See ya!